All right, just so everybody is aware, this is the GameIstri Podcast test pilot, and I bring this up because there are audio issues on my end where I'm a bit too loud, and every podcast after this pilot, I'm going to make sure today that I fix up my audio so I'm not as high frequency sounding. It's not too bad. I would like feedback. Obviously, I know the feedback of your mic sounds like this with the S's. Other than that, I'm already aware of. Make sure to leave feedback and talk to you guys later. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Demo from the GameIstri channel, and welcome to the GameIstri Podcast test pilot. This will be public. Once we finish it, I've Steve, aka The Accelerator, here. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel, and we're going to be covering a variety of topics today that I've pulled up. I've not fully read all the articles beforehand. Be aware of this, and he does not know what I'm going to bring up, so also be aware of this. And we're going to talk about hopefully each one, and we'll see how far we can get. If leave feedback in the comments and whatnot, and thank you for watching and being here. So, Steve.
Yeah.
Our first topic that I have pulled up right now, it's latest gaming news. Oh, by the way, it's March 17th, 2018, the week of, by the way. I have to do that the beginning one so people know how dated this is. But
all right.
2 days ago, article, the Sega Mega Drive Classics Collection has been announced, and it apparently has more than 50 games.
Ooh.
Yeah. I would have to find a list. I'm not sure a full list is actually out yet, but I've seen a few classic Mega Drive things. I think I might actually own one for the 360, and it has apparently each edition, every time it comes out, they get a little bit more games in it. What games are you hoping to be on the Mega Drive Classic Collection?
I'd most likely have to say like anything like classical, like Sonic, if anything, because that more or less like hits a little bit closer to childhood. So at least that's one thing I would definitely be looking forward to.
Right. Okay. Let's see. From what I got a little few examples from this article here, and it says physical versions will be available soon to pre-order, include a double-sided Golden Axe and Streets of Rage poster are going to be in the physical editions.
Ooh, nice.
And from the layout, what I see, it can the main menu of the actual thing is actually like a kid's bedroom. So the TV is like where you like play the games. There's actually a little digital game library on the side of the room where you select what you want to play. There's an FM radio on the dresser, and it's that's your audio settings. So there's a few little neat things here. So Sonic is definitely in there. Obviously, it's like a Sega trademark thing. The screenshot says Phantasy Star 2, obviously Streets of Rage, and you're not going to give somebody a poster and then say, yeah, it's not on here.
Yeah. Like that would be false advertisement.
Oh, I love Streets of Rage. I love that fucking game so much. It's so good.
Unfortunately, I never got a chance to get a copy of it back in the day, though, but I have played it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I was, like, real little. So.
It's fun. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know. Like, I love beat-em-up games, because beat-em-up games are just, like, the genre. Like, you can't go wrong, especially if you have the right sound effect, then, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, you need sound effects for, like, your beat-em-up game needs to have sound effects, and it needs to have, like, vibrations in the controls. So, like, when you hit somebody, like, you need to hit, like, that little light vibration, and when they hit you, having, like, a heavy one or something, that's what I need.
Yeah, because then it make you really feel like you're really getting into it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I love arcade beat 'em ups. I think that's probably one of my favorite genres of games, other than like Metroidvania games.
And I'm honestly interested to know like what else that they have listed, because they probably have stuff on there that I probably heard of and never got a chance to play, where at least now I would actually have
Oh,
the
I
chance to
know
play.
Toe Jam and Earl 1 and 2 are going to be on there, apparently.
Hmm.
And I grew up with Toe Jam and Earl. Not so much the first one as much as it was the second one. What's that ninja game? He plays the white ninja. I don't think it was what was that? Not Ninja Gaiden. There was a ninja on Sega, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I like my mind's drawing a blank too.
Yeah.
Like it sounds very familiar.
For some reason, like I want to say Kenji, and I don't know why, and that's probably wrong. I'm pulling up another thing right now on GameSpot. Hopefully, okay. Here it says, and you can get a list of full game. I found one on GameSpot, and it says, I don't think I'm gonna name all 50. I might. I don't know. Alex Kidd, Alien Soldier, Alien Storm, Altered Beast. There we go. That's a good one. Is Altered Beast?
Yes.
I'll just name ones that I think we might know. There's Columns. I enjoy a little bit of Columns. Comic Zone, which I think I have a physical copy of. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is pretty much Dr. Robotnik Tetris, I believe, if I remember that.
That sounds interesting.
There's a few games I don't know. There's Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
Kid Chameleon. No, Kid Chameleon's the one I have the physical copy of. Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. I'm not seeing number 1 on here. I don't know why I might have passed it up. Shinobi. I think that was it. I think Shinobi was the Sega Ninja. But as Shinobi 3, I'm not seeing 1 and 2. Oh boy, here we go. Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So 4 Sonic games.
Yay.
Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh, really? All 3? Damn.
Yep. The Revenge of Shinobi, Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkotron, Toe Jam and Earl. So I believe that's probably reverse order. I believe Panic on Funkotron was the second game. That's the game I played. Vector Man 2, Virtua Fighter 2.
Oh.
And the last 2, I don't think it's worth mentioning, is Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair and Wonder Boy in Monster World.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really heard of that one.
A good bit of these I do not remember, because like I believe I grew up with a Sega Genesis. I swear I had one, because I think the only games I played on there were the Lost Vikings and Aladdin. I slightly remember Earthworm Jim from my childhood, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm crazy or not.
Yeah, because I remember even I like played that a little bit. You know, my brother more or less like hogged the console 90% of the times, and I only got a chance to play only a very rare few. But I still remember Earthworm Jim was one of them.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim's amazing. I love the music in it.
Oh yeah.
So that was the list of the Sega Sega Classics Genesis. That was it. Sega Genesis Classics. I'm crazy. I was gonna say Master System. I don't know why.
Back in the day, it was the Master Race.
Oh boy, it was. It was that and Nintendo, and that was fun. All right, so coming soon. This is I think this is a little bit over a week old, but I'm gonna read it anyway because it's like top story-ish. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds to soon get achievement. Not really like the most mind-blowing news, because I figured as much anyway. But it's getting achievements, and I know the new map is coming. So, I mean, there's not a list here, but it is listed in their updates. So I don't know if I should be like, oh, what do you think about the achievements? Like, it's not really much to say about it.
The only thing I can really say is probably like get so many kills for one match, or basically for how many matches like you played, or to be honest, like probably like one of the hardest ones I could really think of is get so many chicken dinners.
Yeah,
Which
I can
that
bet
one
you there's
definitely
gonna be
seems
an
harder.
achievement that's gonna be like, oh, get 100 chicken dinners. That's a
I was
lot of
actually
games.
just thinking that. And the fact that each time it's always got to be that one random chance, and you got to hold out for that long for that. So
I feel like it's gonna be. There's gonna be win your first chicken dinner. I'm gonna start. So in the future, when the achievements list is released, I'm gonna be like, I was so right. Or at least for some of these, there's gonna be win your first chicken dinner, win 20 to 25 chicken dinners at least, 50 and 100.
and of course, I can already say that 101 is going to be probably the absolute rarest one to get.
Yeah,
of course.
It's probably gonna be like 100 gamer score or something. Like, oh, yeah, get friggin' 100 chicken dinners. Like, holy crap! I fucking wish I could. That's ridiculous. I would never get that achievement. That's one I know I would never get in my life. All right, so Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Future Soldier, and more are now backwards compatible 4 days ago.
Ooh.
So I've never played Future Soldier. I've bought a lot of Tom Clancy games. That is not one that I've ever played. Have you played Future Soldier?
I'm just trying to remember if I did play that one.
There's a lot of Tom Clancy games.
I know that's another problem too, but I don't think I really ever got a chance to play that one. But I do remember I did want to play that one because that one did kind of catch my interest. I just never got the chance to get it.
Well, it's backwards compatible now, so you could probably get it digitally. And the next on this list is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker HD is now backwards compatible.
Well, I know what I'm doing. Because I played the shit out of Peace Walker.
I've not played too many Metal Gears. I played 1, I played 2, I did not play 3 and 4, and I played 5.
The only thing I can really say is, like, imagine more of a dubbed down Phantom Pain, like really dubbed down, and that's kind of the basic premise of Peace Walker. Like, if you want to like dub it down for someone who's still kind of like newer to the Metal Gear series, especially for gameplay, it wasn't that bad. In fact, even me, it's like I enjoyed the absolute hell out of it, and still, to me, my favorite ones so far have been like Metal Gear Solid 3, and to me, Peace Walker was right up there at the time whenever I played it.
Right. I never, like I said, I've played 1, 2, 5. Yeah, I didn't play 3 and 4. I played that stupid paid demo, and I didn't pay for it. I waited till it was free Games for Gold, and then I was like,
Ground Zeroes, what's funny is how I thought it was gonna be its own game too, until like I found out like, oh hey, you just paid $30 for like a demo, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I mean, like, if I remember, like, what is it? I think you get extra stuff for Phantom Pain if you did get it. Like, I'm not too sure what all you got. Like, I can't exactly remember, because I remember I got it.
I think if you beat it and you get like an S rank or something on the demo, it gives you the like PS1 polygrammic snake as your skin. Like, you can equip that.
Yeah, like, if I remember, like, because back whenever with PlayStation 3 and Xbox, like, they separated that for, like, because what was it? Xbox got, like, the Raiden like set up, and the PlayStation got like that remembrance thing where it kind of gives Snake like flat. Oh, new though, it's kind of strange as how it's like remembrance of Metal Gear Solid 1. There you're playing as Big Boss, which is a completely different character, but I think they just did that for more along the lines of fan service, mainly just something that's more dedicated towards the fans. But where what like the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 like combined it both into one for both consoles.
Right.
But for the price that they gave it at, I I would honestly say at the very least, I would honestly say about 5 to at the very most $10 at launch, because the fact that it was very misleading to pay like $30 just for that.
Oh yeah, like I knew straight out the gate, like they're just like, oh, there's this thing. I was like, oh, cool, it's a little prequel thing there. Like, oh, hey, $30. I was not about that. I said, fuck you. I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous. I would never in my life.
Yeah, because I was honestly one of the ones that was like, oh shit, new Metal Gear, and I just seen that like at GameStop. I was like, sign me the hell up. And then whenever I got home, I was like, oh, I'll beat the first mission. I was like, oh, what's my next mission? Oh, you beat the main mission. I was
You
like,
beat it
what?
all.
Yeah, but like the only other thing was like just the side stuff. It's like, what? It's like, don't get me wrong. It's like that. I think the main purpose, like that they were kind of going for, is probably like feedback of how,
the engine and everything.
yeah, mainly of how the Fox engine was like working with. Which the gameplay, don't get me wrong, it was still good even for Ground Zeroes, and of course, Phantom Pain was beautiful, well, beautifully done.
Right. The thing is like there's ways to do a engine test, and there's the right way to do your engine test. And the right way to do it is how Final Fantasy did it. When they released like the trial or the demo thing that you played as like Kid Noctis, and you were like in the bedroom in your little coma thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's how you do a like, oh, look at our server, give us feedback. How does this feel? And I was worried because I played the demo for the Final Fantasy thing, and I was like, I don't know if I like this all so much. But then I played Final Fantasy 15, and I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And the last thing that's backwards compatible, something I have no idea what it is, and I doubt you do if I don't, is called Axel and Pixel. I've never heard of this. I have no idea what this is.
Axel and Pixel. Why does that sound familiar? But I don't think I played.
There's a description here. It says, one day Axel, a painter, and his dog Pixel awaken trapped in a beautiful but perilous dream world of his own creation. They have solved mysteries at Axel's landscape to get home. So it's like a painting, artsy puzzle game. With a painter and his dog.
I don't think I have ever played anything like that. But
yeah,
like I said, like the name sounds familiar, and I don't know where I like heard it from.
I have no idea. It says unlock full game for 24 stunning chapters in different seasons, vehicle mini games, many challenging puzzles, and hand-drawn art rendered in full high definition.
That sounds interesting, actually.
I might give it a look at it because I like puzzle games.
Yeah, because I love games that like make you think outside the box.
Right. And right here we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider launches September 14th, full reveal coming at the end of April.
Ooh, can't wait.
So I watched the trailer. It's the bottom of the first very seconds, very faint. It's at the bottom. It says not actual gameplay. So it's like just like a CG teaser trailer. but it looks amazing. Like, just like, I don't want to get like, oh, I'm so hyped for the game because a trailer that's not actual gameplay. Of course, I'm going to look for gameplay first before that I get excited.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I played and I beat the first Tomb Raider. Rise, I've not finished, which I need to go back and finish. I got a good bit in.
Actually, I have finished that one, and it was fairly enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like, because I enjoyed the first one, like, a good bit, so, like, I kept, like, hearing, like, mixed reviews about, Rise, which, after, like, playing through the story, I'm like, I'm not really seeing the hate. Like, I don't know if they were, like, trying to say, like, I can't remember exactly what people were, like, griping about it from what I've seen, though, but, like, I didn't have a problem with it.
Right. The Tomb Raider games, the Square Enix, like, reboot series is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Like, they did a really good job with that. Like, that's, like, one of the older game series that needed to come back. Like, it needed to have that old-fashioned love again.
Oh, yeah. So, from what I gathered watching the trailer for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, is the O in Shadow, or the O of, it's one of the O's in the actual, like, trailer itself. I can't remember. But one of them is a solar eclipse, and there's 2 or 3 times during the, like, 20 to 30 second, oh, it's 21 seconds because it's in the article. But the 21-second teaser trailer, there's about 2 or 3 shots of pyramids and a solar eclipse. So I'm like, yeah, games, whatever's going on in the story is very heavily based on whatever this solar eclipse is in this Egyptian tower area.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm aware, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So it's like Shadow, solar eclipse, clever. And it is apparently the last in the prequel trilogy of Lara Croft. So prepare for it to get epic.
Ooh. I mean, it's like my mind's telling me get hype, but at the same time, it's like just simmer down a little bit, Excel.
Wait till E3 and then.
Yeah. So that way,
I guess the end of April, not really E3, but.
Oh wait. So wait, they're gonna.
The full release for the trailer, the non 20-second teaser, is April 20. I think it's the day Avengers comes out. April 27th, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's the and Tomb is the solar eclipse. It says full reveal April 27, 2018. It says same day as Avengers.
Yeah,
yes.
As I stroke my beard, like,
Indeed.
But yeah, that's something I'm gonna be looking forward to looking into.
Yeah, I'm excited because I freaking love the Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
That's something to looking about. Up next is this next article anyway says just Destiny updates, but it's not really anything that I honestly care about. It's really just a bunch of update stuff, just patch notes. I guess we could skip over that since it's not like DLC news or anything.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll skip over that because it's just patch notes. I don't know why it's in big news stories. I mean, I get Destiny's a big game, but they've gone downhill a whole lot. Like, their community has given up on them.
Yeah.
The next one is interesting to me because I'm excited about it, but I'm also very not excited about. I'm excited about the game, not excited about this article. The article is interesting. It says, State of Decay 2 Collector's Edition revealed. Awesome. And I'm excited. It comes with a crazy, something about set you back $70. And it comes with exclusive collectible steelbook case, a latex zombie mask, a severed thumb, USB 4GB thumb drive. Ha ha ha.
Oh god.
Severed thumb. an iron-on patch, and a human brain stand for the Steelbook. But it does not come with the game.
Excuse me?
Yes. How, like, Microsoft, Undead, how?
I'm sorry if I'm like pausing. I'm like, my mind's trying to process if you're getting this like type of like collector's edition, you're getting the game with it, but
Like,
you're not getting the game. What the hell?
you're getting the case for the physical game, which is weird. Here's what I'm seeing it as, and I'm not going to say, oh, I'm justifying it, but you're $70, okay, $60 for a normal AAA title. State of Decay 2 is going to release at $30. And $50 for the like upgraded collector's edition with, season pass and such. I can understand because collector's editions normally cost $100 to $150, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you'd get the normal price of a collector's edition, say you spend the $30 on the basic game, get that, and you spent the $70, that'd come to $100 for, a whole mask, a brain stand that, holds the steel case, thumb drive, all that jazz.
Yeah.
And it's try not to cough here, I got water, but it seems unreasonable, but totally reasonable at the same time. I think it's madness that it doesn't come with the game. I want the collector's edition. I will not buy the collector's edition because it does not come with the game. But
at the same time, it's like that collector's edition sounds like really cool to have.
Yeah, I'll send a photo to you on Discord because that's what we're recording on right now. So copy image and paste. So that's the collector's edition. That's what it looks like.
Oh my god, that does look really cool.
It looks amazing.
Let me see. 4 gigabyte flash drive. I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the steel case is nice looking, and you can see, it kind of looks like you can see the shape of the disc. Like, if you look at the bird's wings, you can see where the disc would insert in the case when it opens.
Oh, yeah. Like, it has, like, that little lens flare going on.
Yeah, you could definitely see a disc shape, but it doesn't come with a disc. And that bothers me. Like, I'd pay $70 if it came with the game. I'd pay $100 for that if it came with the game. Raise the price and just do it. Just raise the price and give us the freaking disc. Like, the game's $30. I would pay $100 to have State of Decay 2 Collector's Edition.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for all that good stuff that you're getting with it.
Right. Like, you get a freaking zombie mask. I'm just a zombie fanboy, so it's just like...
Hey, you're not the only one.
Yeah, so also interested, while we're on the topic, are you going to get State of Decay 2? Because it is on a different engine, so it does run way better than 1. I love the shit out of 1, but it's broken.
Yeah, because I only played, like, the demo for 1. It's like, I love the concept, though. It just never really got a chance to go around and, like, get it.
Right.
From what I've seen, it's like, yeah, it definitely does intrigue me. Like, it just looks like that this one is going to be a lot more fundamental than the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to look into it. It's just I'll have to see more about it to give my final verdict on it.
Well,
to see if it's like worth getting, at least to me personally.
Right. It's there was the announcement. I told you weeks and weeks ago when it was announced, but starting with Sea of Thieves, this is not part of my like topic thing, whatever. But starting with Sea of Thieves on March 20th, Xbox Game Pass now have all Xbox exclusives on Game Pass forever as long as you pay the month-to-month thing of $10. So, this is a Microsoft exclusive game, so is Sea of Thieves. Pay, if up to you, because I will need someone to co-op these games with for YouTube. But, get Game Pass now, in the next few months. I believe it's May, State of Decay comes out, and you can just play it at the night of release when it just gets stuck on Game Pass, and you could just download it.
Yeah, and then I could definitely see at that point to see if it's really worth keeping around.
Right, and it said all Xbox exclusive, so as of the 20th, I am expecting, not confirmed, but I am expecting State of Decay 1 to show up on Game Pass if you ever want to get around to trying that. Hopefully they stick it on there.
Yeah.
Now, next thing, Fortnite getting crossplay and cross-progression between Xbox, PC, Mac, and mobile, not PlayStation 4. Because Sony, once again, is like, no, because you're playing with Microsoft. So, Epic Games did a tweet, and they said I think they said several months. I'm trying to, skim across, see if I can find the exact quote, because I went on their website and I read it. But I believe they said the past several months, they have been working closely with Microsoft to make sure that Fortnite can get crossplay enabled with PC players in Save the World and Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And
which I think that will definitely increase its popularity as well, because then you'd be able to play with people that are on different consoles, neither unfortunately not PlayStation.
Right. And
which I think that Sony's got to be missing out, because that is technically money revenue that's kind of going to them as well for people who prefer to play on PlayStation.
Right. And even phones, even the mobile ports that are recently coming out, they announced that, Fortnite's coming to mobile. Even those are going to be played with Xbox and PC players and Mac. That's ridiculous to me. I'm happy. I'm excited for this, as someone who plays Xbox, as his preferred system anyway,
Yeah.
I'm just I got, cross-platform. Am I gonna getting sniped by all the PC players in Battle Royale? I guess I'll just have to learn to deal with it, because I don't have a PC that can run games properly. But am I gonna love teaming up with PC players on Save the World? Yes. Because they're gonna know what they're doing, and they're gonna have better reaction skills and everything than I will.
Yay, now the Master Race can help out the console peasants.
Pretty much.
Just kidding. Sorry, I had to make the joke somewhere.
Yeah, so... Yeah, here it is. It says, contrary to what may have been implied, Microsoft has long been a lending voice in supporting cross-platform play, connecting players across PC, mobile, and all consoles. We've been working together with them over the last several months to make this possible, and will bring this functionality to Fortnite players on Xbox right along with the other platforms. And yeah, it says, of course, as it's been announced, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will not cross-play with each other. So PlayStation 4 is kind of left out of the loop. Similar to, and I was going to mention it, but the article did, similar to Rocket League, because Rocket League also talked with Sony about it, and Sony's no, because then we play with Xbox players and we don't want their environment mixed with ours, because they have a gripe about that. So Rocket League, PC players, and Xbox players actually do play together, but, don't know if that's huge news.
I did hear about the cross-platform for Rocket League, but I didn't know about Sony kind of shutting them off.
Yeah, they talked to him about it a few times, and they just keep getting the no thrown back at him pretty much.
Hey, like I said, that's technically, that's more of a money income towards, them if they do agree with it.
Buy Xbox, play with everybody. Buy PlayStation, play with only PlayStation. And that's what's happening. I mean, Minecraft has play with mobile, play with PC players, yada yada. Rocket League, play mobile, play PC players. What's that dwarf game I have? Deep Rock Galactic. You can play PC players on there. Sea of Thieves, play PC players on there. And I like during the Sea of Thieves beta, I was in voice chat with people in like a party and such, and I didn't even realize it. It was like maybe not a party, but it was in-game chat. And I was like, oh, I gotta do this. And someone asked me, hey, how do I do this? And I said, oh, just hit the X button, hold it in, whatnot. And they're like, my X key isn't working. I was like, what do you mean your X key? And they're like, oh, I'm voice chatting you right now from PC. And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, so my controls are completely different than yours. I was like, oh, shit. I don't know how to, like, describe to you then, like, how to play the game. Like, I could tell you how mechanics work, but as for button input, you lost me. I'm like, you better plug a controller into your PC right now, because that's the only way I'm going to teach you. Next article, which you are going to be excited about this. Free network test announced for Dark Souls 1 Remastered.
Yeah, I did hear about that, but I didn't know like how they're gonna release that. Like, I didn't know if it was gonna be like a type of demo, like they're gonna release. Like, I was a little confused about that.
It says few details were given about the network test itself, but Bandai Namco has promised more information soon. It'll be available on all 3 consoles before the full version of Dark Souls Remastered, which launches May 25th.
Yeah, because I did actually see side-by-side comparisons actually recently in a video of what they kind of showed with, I guess, like a little bit of a trailer that they had. And honestly, I even seen that a lot of like Souls fans like were not particularly surprised at the amount of detail that they put into it. But another thing like I kept hearing is I think that it might be more on to like Dark Souls 3 type of like, I want to say like system, like I want to say like more of like how uh what's the word I'm looking for? Because I want to say like the Bloodborne engine, because that's what Dark Souls 3 kind of used off of, where you can input a code so that way you can have more connectivity with your friends instead of having to pull in randos every time. Which I think that that's what they're going to do with 1, which me personally, I loved 1 the most. So
Right.
if they do a little bit more in the form of detail, like I wouldn't mind if they gave it Dark Souls 3 type of graphics like update. I think that it would look phenomenal and beautiful. Hopefully no FPS drops, especially in Blighttown.
Yeah.
Anybody who's watching this and you're a Souls player, you know. Unless if you're a PC person, which then you can download mods to fix that shit. So
Now, yeah, I've had my experience with Dark Souls 1 being like, oh, let's drop all the frames. I'm just like, I got an Xbox One X. I'm pretty sure I'll be safe this time. Hopefully be safe from the frame dropping of breaking a bunch of barrels in one room, rolling around like an idiot.
no, all I can say is if you want true FPS test, go to Blighttown. If your FPS does not drop, consider that a godsend. Because Blighttown was shit on your FPS. Like, it did not like you.
Yeah, I'll have to try and I guess give it a try whenever it comes out, because I believe isn't there a I know there's a Dark Souls 2 remaster that's out or whatever.
Yeah, that's what is it? It's Scholar of the First Sin.
Right. and I have 3 because you bought me 3.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely have to pick up 1 just to. I don't own 2. I don't think. I think I might have came with a free copy of 2 with the one you got me. It was probably the
Yeah, I think
backwards
it did.
compatible one.
Yeah,
I'm
because I think like there was like some Xbox Live special, I think it was.
I believe so. So I know I have 2, and I know I have 3. I probably got to pick up the remaster too, and because when I own a game, even if I don't play it, I feel like I have to own the trilogy, and I'll get around to it sooner or later.
Yeah. Like, in my honest opinion, like whenever it comes to ranking like the trilogy of favorite to least, I would honestly have to say 1, 3, and 2. Like I just didn't really enjoy 2 as much as I wanted to.
I
It just feels like the first one had good difficulty and decent gameplay.
yeah. So did you see the trailer? And I'll have to get back to the other article. Did you see the trailer for Geralt from Witcher in Soul Calibur 6?
Yes, I actually just recently seen that, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's awesome!"
I know who I'm going to main in Soul Calibur 6.
I'll probably still main Nightmare, unfortunately, because I do that in every single Soul Calibur. I can't help it. I'm a huge Nightmare fan.
I love the guest character in Soul Calibur. I love Soul Calibur so much.
Yeah, because if I remember, was it Soul Calibur 3 or 4 that had the Star Wars characters?
Oh, Star Killer, Yoda.
Yeah, because if I remember, because what was it? PlayStation, if I remember, didn't they have Vader and Xbox had Yoda?
I'm not entirely sure. I just know that Yoda was on there. I know Star Killer was on there. I was gonna say Vader, but I was like, wait, was Vader on there?
Because I think that they like separated that for consoles, which me personally, like, I still remember I still played it, and like I said, me being a Nightmare fan, that's all I really ever mained.
Right.
So
I kind of just did my own custom character, and I stuck with that. That's mainly what I did. That seems to be it for the articles on that site, other than which I guess maybe we could talk about. It doesn't really matter because I haven't played it yet, but I plan to. Batman: The Enemy Within final episode now has a release date, which is a Telltale game.
yeah, I heard about that. Like, I never really got into it. I mean, the only other Telltale game I really ever showed much interest in was The Walking Dead one,
Did you
which
play it?
I did play up to the I played through the first season, which of course at the very end I cried like a little bitch.
We all did. Don't worry. There's a montage on YouTube, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I only made it to like halfway, I think, to season 2. So
Oh,
I
season
still
2 ending is way more difficult than season 1's.
yeah, which I still need to continue. It just it's like the very beginning of that one, especially with the dog, really hit a little too close to home for
Yeah,
me. It's
a
like
lot of people didn't want to do what they did.
yeah, because I was like sitting there. It's like if you leave it, it's gonna suffer. Damn it! Why you do this?
Yeah.
Like I still remember. Like I physically cried at that. It's like it's one of those moments, especially in games or even movies. For me, it's like I see animal cruelty. It saddens the absolute shit out of me.
Right.
But whenever I see somebody who's like not even relevant, I see them get killed off. I'm like, oh, neat, keep going.
Yeah. I don't know. The Telltale games have a weird way of making people that die, they make you give a fuck about them.
Oh yeah, like I guess what was it like? I still remember like in the first season, like what was his name? I think it was Ben. Like
No, yeah.
yeah, I never really cared for him. Though they were still like, oh yeah, do this and this. I'm like, I don't really care like
Right.
about him. the only real people I really cared about, of course, was of course Kenny,
Right.
because one, he was technically just the standard best friend of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you couldn't go wrong.
Kenny's a great character. I love Kenny so much. But
He
the,
may be a redneck, but he's still the best man.
So the Batman Enemy Within series is interesting in the aspect of a Telltale game where you actually play half the game, from what my knowledge is anyway, you play half the game as Bruce Wayne. And your choices as Bruce Wayne affect playing as Batman later. And your choices as Batman affect Bruce Wayne's life.
Bruce
like,
Wayne.
You just like, say you're like Batman, you like jump through a window and you like kick some dude and he like flies out the window, you batarang him, hang him before he hits the ground so he doesn't die because you're Batman.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, oh, wow. Fucking just like Batman just kicked this dude out a window. That's crazy. And it's just like the next day, someone will come up to you and be like, Mr. Wayne, what do you plan to do about like the rebuilding of this building that got like really messed up during the Batman fight last night? And then you have to make like a budgeting decision to pay, like, depending on what you did as Batman.
Oh my god.
And that like actually that budgeting decision is like, oh, well, I plan to use this money for this, for the plot, but now you have to use that money to repair that building because you kicked the dude out a window.
Jesus Christ.
So, like, make your decision. And then, like, if you use that money for the windows, then it's just like you don't have money for this Batman upgrade or some shit. And it's just like...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then it affects Batman's duty. And it's like, what? And it's
the life of a billionaire is quite hard.
Yeah, I seen one episode, and spoiler alert, I guess, for one episode of season 1 of Batman: The Enemy Within. There's an important decision. I'm not going to say when and how and what episode or whatever, but there's an important decision to where there's a hostage. There's 2 hostages in this situation. And depending on what you do in this situation, there's the guy and the chick, which I'm going to say the guy is Harvey Dent.
And let me guess, is the other one Rachel? I'm sorry.
It might be. I can't remember. But there's a chick, and then there's Harvey Dent, and you have to save one. And if you save Harvey Dent, I believe the chick dies. But if you save the chick,
then he becomes Two-Face, I take it?
He becomes Two-Face. Because, like, I guess, like, he goes to save her, and then trying to save her, he knocks down, like, a studio light, and it, like, lands directly on the dome piece of Harvey Dent, like, making half his face burnt and messed up.
Jeez.
So it's like you have the choice to let this woman die that, like, I guess is I think in the story is emotionally attached to Bruce Wayne, not Batman. And it's just like, okay, so it's Batman or Bruce Wayne's girlfriend or Harvey Dent. Let her die and Bruce has a loss, or like let her live and make Harvey Dent Two-Face. What do you choose?
Yeah, it's like, it's more or less like a pick your poison type thing.
Yeah, because either way, it's going to be terrible in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, that's amazing. But yeah, the final episode date for Batman Enemy Within, which is called Same Stitch, is releasing March 27th. And I'm surprised we actually talked about this more than we did, because I was like, none of us has played this, so what do we care? But I was like, yeah, let's just talk about Telltale.
If anything, it's still an experience.
Yeah, I'll have to get around to playing, because I've been wanting to play the Batman games. I was like, oh, these look really good. And I love Telltale games. I love that. I love everything they do, just about.
Yeah, because there's one Telltale game I still wanted to play, mainly because I love the Borderlands series.
Oh, I have that. I got up to the last episode, and I never finished the last episode.
Oh, wow. Like, I heard it was, like, incredibly hilarious to go through all that.
It's so good. It's really freaking good.
Yeah, because
It's
isn't,
ridiculous.
like, Handsome Jack is, like a hologram or something, like, almost like a holographic ghost.
Yeah, spoilers,
type
by the
thing.
way, if you haven't played Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, because what he, like, more or less, like, messes with the main character or
It's
something.
the end of episode 1. Yeah, there is a memory backup of Handsome Jack, and I'm not going to say anything else other than that because I don't want to give anything else away. I'm pretty sure it's probably known at this point, but yeah, there's a memory backup of Handsome Jack, and there's like an unknown like USB type thumb thing, and you stick it in your character's noggin because he's Hyperion and he has like skull technology, and when you put that USB into his brain or whatever, Handsome Jack is actually uploaded into his brain.
Oh, God.
So it's like it's the saved AI or backup personality of Handsome Jack before he died. So like he doesn't know that he's dead. He just believes that he's there and that everybody can see him. And you kind of break the news to him. You're like, "You're dead," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm right here." And you're like, "Yeah, you're a hologram to me, but you died." And he's just like, "Oh fuck, this is bullshit. Fuck. We gotta go kill this fucking guys. Fuck." So he starts taking advantage of you and messing with you since you're the only one that can like feel and see him. Because I guess slightly more spoiler, but it's still handsome. It still has to do with the Handsome Jack thing. At one point in the series, he learns how to neurally control you. So he makes you like slap yourself and shit randomly.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he's just like, "Oh, I can only control one arm. This is horse shit." And then he's just like, he'll just do things like smack a woman's ass. And your
Oh my
character's
God.
like, "I didn't do that," and then she'll like punch you in the face. It's like, "It wasn't me." She's like, "Well,
Jesus
there's no one else
Christ.
here," and he's like, "Handsome Jack did it," and they're like, "You're crazy," and they'll call you crazy.
You're crazy. He's dead. The Vault Hunters killed him.
Yeah. So believe last article before I try and wrap this up, and I'll figure out how I'm wrapping this up. Like I said, it's a pilot podcast test episode. Okay. Headline, this is a different site now we're on. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered coming next month, question mark?
Why am I not surprised?
I'm not either, and here's why I'm not excited and or happy. A, it's Call of Duty, and if I don't play anything, I don't play Call of Duty games, and I do not play sports games. So
Same.
get used to that if you're gonna watch this. I'm not gonna actively be like it's Call of Duty, so it's automatically dumb, but Call of Duty, so
it's just
kind
not
of
our cup of tea.
it's Call of Duty, so it's automatically dumb.
Oh, God.
No, it's just yeah, it's not a game for me. If you like it, then you like it or whatever. Activision remastered Modern Warfare 1 and released that. Now, I don't know, because like I said, you and Woody aren't up to the news as I am. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 remastered, when it came out, it did, how remasters are like, the legendary edition or the special edition. It comes with all the DLC and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Let me guess, this one, it doesn't come with the DLC. It's going to come with it separate, I'm assuming.
It did. Modern Warfare 1 remastered did not come with all the DLC maps. It actually resold the DLC maps, and it sold them at a higher price.
What the hell?
And not only did it do that, it also introduced microtransactions that were not in the original game. So not only did you take away DLC and up the price to resell it, which should be in the remastered, you're also adding, like, I guess there are like loot crates for brand new guns, but don't take that with a grain of salt, because I'm not sure if they're necessarily loot crates or if you can buy the weapons outright. But there are new weapons in Modern Warfare 1 remastered, and you can spend microtransactions to buy the new weapon.
Basically just trying to milk the consumer out of every little dime, so that way they can get a little bit more profit, unfortunately.
Right. And that's the way gaming's going, and it's dying 'cause people keep supporting this shit 'cause people have addictions. And I'm not going to be the guy that says, "Oh, I'm so pure. I've never bought a microtransaction in my life." Like, I've spent
The same here. Even I've been guilty of it. It just, the way I see it, it depends on the microtransaction.
It really does. If it's a loot crate, never in my life will I or have I spent $1 or anything, not even a penny, to say, "Oh, this is what I just want to buy." No, actually, no. Correcting myself, that is a lie. I've spent total $15 on with the Fallout Vault game. What's that? Where you're the Vault leader.
Fallout
Shelter. I've spent a total. You know what? No, actually, it wasn't a loot crate because I bought specifically with that $15 a bunch of those handy guys, the robots. So it was not a loot crate, but they do have loot crates in that game. I did not spend any money on, or I say loot boxes, not loot crates. Loot crates is a company. I've not spent any money on loot boxes in my life. I bought Mr. Handy's $15 worth of them because I need to keep up with my base a shit ton, and I can't do that with just, managing it by myself. I needed a bunch of Mr. Handy's because I know life did.
Yeah. The only thing I really tactically threw a shit ton of money into, I want to say probably roughly around 100 was for Halo's what, I forget what they were called, but they were the gold packs, I think it was.
Oh, for 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are, I would consider loot boxes, and those are rec packs.
Yeah, rec packs, that's what they're called. They give you
random weapons and random vehicles and random skins, and it's a loot box.
Yeah, with a very small chance of getting even anything of decent armor. It's, it's you can possibly get it over time, but at the same time, it's it's that one random chance. If you have natural shit luck in your life, you're not gonna get that those legendary type of things. I mean, honestly, I'm just lucky to just have my meal armor set.
Right. I'm fine with what I have. I think the only time I ever got the rec packs, it actually came with my edition. I think I got some sort of deluxe or higher end edition. I know I got 15 weeks of rec packs, something with it. It came with the game because I bought a certain edition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only time I actually got that, because I was it was before the official loot box craze came in.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure loot boxes were really a thing, and I was oh, that's a set, which I always thought it was dumb. I never actually pay money for any random items anyway, but it wasn't cemented into gaming for sure just yet, but it was the start of it.
Yeah. It was the start of the cancer that should never have started.
Right. Oh yeah, so I think I mentioned this to you or somebody, I believe it was last night, it wasn't during this podcast, but Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming to Xbox One.
Yeah, which that I'm definitely excited for.
I am going to buy that as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, same here. Especially if it gives me a chance to play Crash 3 again.
Right.
Oh, give it to me.
Yeah. And there was a rumored Spyro trilogy, and one was announced, but it came from a fake Activision Twitter, so there's no Spyro trilogy announced.
Oh.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
FML.
they dropped the bomb, and were here's a Spyro trilogy exclusively for PlayStation. I was why would you say exclusively when you said the same thing for Crash, and then now you're putting it on Xbox? I was if I want to play Spyro, I'll wait 6 months till you put it on Xbox. But
it's why you blue ball me this?
Yeah, they turns out account got shut down. It was a fake Activision account, so there's no official announcement of Spyro. But the
I'm actually crying right now. That hurts because I love Spyro. That was my shit back in the day.
They announced it to people, and they're like, "Yeah," and the screenshot looked amazing. It was all fake.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that like little trailer looking thing. I was like, "This looks phenomenal! Like, I would love to play this again." Like, that's like my childhood. Like, I was like sitting there. I was like, get ready to say, "Shut up and take my money." Like, I mean, yeah, of course, I have a PlayStation 4, so I wouldn't really have a problem if it was strictly with that. I mean, at least I don't have a problem with it. I know you would.
No, I didn't. I'm not actually. I didn't play a whole lot of Spyro, so I would not. I'd be like, just give me Crash Bandicoot. I'll be fine. And they are, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
And other than that, here's an article right here. I guess I'll pull up one more. We've reached the hour limit, I do believe. And this is more for you than for me personally. And I don't believe you're going to be excited. You're going to be excited for the game, not what I'm about to say. Kingdom Hearts 3 will feature a frozen world.
Fuck my life.
I believe that's pretty old news because I believe they said they were trying to implement one when the movie came out, and that's another reason why it got delayed, was they're adding more worlds than, they originally came up with.
Well, one thing I'm definitely excited for is the Toy Story world.
Oh, I want the Toy Story world.
Yeah, which I did see that, which I'm like, ooh, I want it.
Yeah, and recently they came out with the trailer for the Monsters, Inc. world.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing something about that. Like, I remember
Cyclops, Sora, and
yeah, and like a weird, like misshapen Goofy. Like, already the memes exploded with that, and I couldn't help but to laugh at it. I'm still like,
Donald and Goofy monsters are stuff made of nightmares.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I can't handle the deformed Donald Goofy in Monsters Inc. world.
I'd probably be like, okay, we just made it to the Monster Inc. world. Look at Donald and Goofy. Okay, I'd like to get the hell out of here as soon as possible.
I want to beat it so I don't have to stay.
Please, just send me to the Toy Story world already.
Yeah, I'm just excited about all that. But anyway, one more little, I guess, segment before we wrap this up. What have you been playing recently?
Especially mainly like for the channel, not like as hopefully everybody sees on there is of course Monster Hunter and also the Shadow of the Colossus, which probably by the time this video comes out, last video should be posted by then, so final. So
yeah, it's the Shadow of the Colossus remaster, by the way.
Yeah, for PlayStation 4, which to me it's my own personal redemption to complete it.
Because you said you stopped playing the original, you said, on PlayStation 2?
Mainly because the person I was friends with at the time let me play it whenever I was over at his house, and I still remember, I think I got up to, I can't remember what the Colossus name was, but it was the snake boss back in the day.
The desert one?
Yes. Which, my memory was very vague since it was like around the time that it came out, and I only got to play it for like just one night, unfortunately, which I still remember, like, the game was phenomenal, and at the time I wish I had a PlayStation 2 to get it and play it.
Right.
So at least, like I said, to me this is a redemption, so that way I could play the masterpiece I've always wanted to play, and I decided, let's record for it, so that way it actually means something even more to me.
Yeah, cementing history and whatnot.
Yeah.
what I've been playing, not really much of anything so far, but I think the last thing I've played a little bit of State of Decay 1 to catch up on that. I played the final beta. I played a little bit of the final beta because I want to save everything for it, but Sea of Thieves. And I guess a little bit of PUBG here, and not really much of anything. I played Crackdown completely recently, and I have videos going up on that. I believe near the end of this month, the start of April, is Crackdown 1. I played that and beat it within a day. It was like 6-7 hours long of a game. Not a very long game. A lot of it was just grinding for orbs, but it's the type of game where you can immediately, if you know where the boss is, you can go there and kill them, and you could do like 3 missions minimum and beat the game.
Yeah.
So I have Crackdown 2. I've not ever played Crackdown 2. I've always wanted to play it. I got a copy recently, but I'm just like, okay, I'm going to ride that out the next few days, play Sea of Thieves. I'll probably film that, obviously. I pre-ordered Far Cry 5, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I haven't played too much of anything. I've been too busy, like, working a little bit on music and rendering the videos for the channel. And that's about it for me. Oh, God, I dropped my water cap. Oh, boy. But yeah, so that's where we're going to leave off this episode because we got almost 20 minutes left on the counter. We're at 24 minutes left on the countdown. We utilized almost the full hour and a half for the test pilot.
Honestly, it doesn't even feel like it's been an hour or even over an hour.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been only like 30 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick, and I'm surprised. This feels pretty successful. I believe this is the first podcast test I'll ever post that was actually like successful and it wasn't weird and had weird pauses.
Neither of this is kind of bringing back towards like the Lara Croft thing. Like I was saying, like how it was nice to bring back an old genre that needed to come back. Which
well, I mean, it came back with Uncharted, to be honest.
Oh yeah, true. But like one game series I still want to see come back, and I'm still just patiently waiting. I'm just waiting for Capcom to finally like do something about it. Is good old Dino Crisis.
Oh yeah, I wish
that way you can kick ass as Regina all over again. Like I'm still like I'm waiting.
It's funny because a lot of Dead Rising stuff and all that, where they have their characters cosplay, they bring up Regina a lot.
Especially Regina. That arcade mode for what was it, Dead Rising 3?
Dead Rising 3, they Super Turbo Arcade, whatever. They made fun of their own like super crazy names edition.
Yeah. It just felt like something, since we had it in the topic of this podcast, that I thought I should at least share my opinion on that.
Yeah. I doubt that they would, after Resident Evil 2, maybe do a Resident Evil 3. There is also rumors that they might do a remake of Outbreak. But I hope they remake Resident 3.
That, actually.
I've never played Outbreak, so I hope they do remake Outbreak.
I actually did play Outbreak the first one and File 2, and I did enjoy them fairly well, since every character played their type of specific roles.
Right, and I hope after maybe 3, maybe
Yoko was
Outbreak.
Yeah. Mainly because she had the most backpack space, so you can carry all of the goodies.
Yeah, I hope they remaster Dino Crisis, though, is what I was getting at. After those, of course.
Yeah. Like, they need to. I mean, especially with the release of Monster Hunter, like, hell, hopefully they even add, like, a little crossover like they did with,
the Dante thing.
Yeah, because that's one thing that they are doing also recently, which that hasn't released yet, which I'm waiting for, because
Could
they
you imagine
already
Regina in Monster Hunter?
Exactly, that's what I was
like
thinking.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that, like, I was like sitting there, I was like, the similarity's too good. They need to make this happen.
If they don't, I'll be like, shame, Capcom, shame.
It's like I can't really fault them, but at the same time, it's like, come on, Capcom. It's like the genre. It's like the genres are too close together. You need to make this happen.
Right. But yeah, that does it for this week's episode. Hopefully we'll pick this up next week. We will see. And all right, so that's it. This has been demo of the GameIstri channel and the Accelerator. Link in the description below for his channel. And
Whoa.
we will talk to you guys soon.
See you guys in the next one, and peace.
Peace.